Hey guys, it's Dr. Curvy here and we're back with another video. So after yesterday's Volibear basics guide to Volibear, we're going to do another basics guide to Ornn, just to give you guys an idea, pre-release ideas before he comes out. Note that the builds that I discuss in this video could change because wildrift is different though. So right, let's get into it. To Ornn, what is Ornn? He's a tank pretty much. He can't really be played in other types of ways. I feel like he's just a tank. And it's good for the right reasons because of how his ratios are being distributed. So yeah, let's just get into the build. I don't want to waste my time. I'm trying my best to save time. So let's start with his passive Living Forge. So Ornn gains additional armor and MR from all sources obviously. And he can craft items when he's out of base. But considering we don't have non-consumable items like potions, he can literally craft items while he's in lane. As you can see, there's an animation over here. So like every other MOBA in the mobile industry where you can buy items while you're out is there. So he has the mobile MOBA experience of buying items outside of base. But there is an animation, so he needs to be out of combat for that. Also, additionally, he can create masterwork items. Now, what are masterwork items? Now, these are only catered to Ornn, where he can craft items with an extra stat for himself or allies. So, for example, Infinity Edge can give you extra, for example, from 40 crit to 45 crit, extra 5% crit like that. That's only exclusive to him, and I think there's a limit to how much you can make. So, you know, I can't really get into that because I'm still confused with that part, but you know, you get the tea there. Just know that he can make the items better and add more stats, but those stats are not really game breaking. Just a little small addition that, you know, might be handy. Okay, there's that. So his first skill is Volcanic Rupture. He slams his hammer into the ground, creating like a fissure, and then it pops up a rock or a pillar at the target location. You can adjust the range. You can make it near, you can make it far, you can, you know, so you can use this as a poking tool, and it scales off of physical damage. That's it. It doesn't scale off of, you know, anything else, and it slows the target that is hit for 2 seconds, and the pillar ends for 4 seconds. You max this out second. Yeah, you max this out second. Now this is your main damage tool, Bellows Breath. Now this scales off of health, so the more health he has, the more damage he deals, and he does magic damage over a certain amount of time. I think in PC it says 25% of your health is dealt damage, so the more health you have, the more damage this effect is gonna do. At the last second of the breath that he does, as you can see here, there's a mark. Now this is called the brittle mark. So they get brittle, and they have increased you do more damage to them when you pop that brittle passive, and you knock them back, as you can see from the thing. So also if they're immobilized, it does more duration of, you know, the ability. So you max this out first because it has a really short, well, it's not short, 10. Compare that to this, but this is mostly the tool that you're going to be using to initiate. It's also your ranged ability, and usually when a champion has a ranged ability like that, you know, you have to really like max it out. It's going to be so useful for fights later on, and that brittle effect is really nice as well. Third skill. Okay, also remember that the scale's out of health, so that's his build is mostly health intensive. He can't really go AP, he can't really go pure AD, even though this is AD, but this is the bread and butter of his kit. That's why health is so important to him. Now his third skill is this charge. As you can see, he charges when the enemy's here near a wall. You see that circle around, they knocked him up. If you have your pillar as well, it knocks them up as well. It also breaks that wall, I think. Any type of wall created, for example, like an Anivia wall or his own wall, it will crack. A Jarvan wall as well. There's that. The good thing about this is it's physical damage, but this so it does physical damage plus whatever percentage it is, armor and magic resistance you have. So this is why it's important to really build him tanky. So with that health in the second skill and this in the third skill. So the more armor you have and MR, the more damage this ability would do, and you're gonna hit like a truck. Well, not really like a truck, it's just, you know, tank decent damage. And you're gonna max this out last because it's just used to engage This is used to engage and disengage whenever you're getting ganked or not. As you can see here, Ornn charges, destroys magma pillars that he creates, the first skill, and terrain created by enemies. So if there's an enemy Jarvan, he can just destroy this with his third skill, and you can also do a good initiation if someone's near the wall. Or if even a Jarvan knocks you up, because, you know, you can kill him too. And finally, his ultimate, which is Call of the Forge God. He summons a massive um, horned goat or something that stampedes in the direction of Ornn. Recasting this ability will knock it back, and it will hit the enemies. Not hit the enemies, it will hit in the direction where Ornn is. So if he's standing around this area, it will go here. If he's standing in this area, he will go here, like that. So it's important to be where you are so that you can cast and hit the enemies properly. Now, this deals magic damage, and once our enemies are hit, they apply Brittle, that passive I mentioned in the second skill, and it slows them as well. So this is think of it as like a Nami ult, but you know, it has more parts to it, you know. So yeah. Okay, what else? So that is the abilities. I gave you guys a brief idea of it. Watch some Ornn guides on YouTube if you guys want to see some gameplay with how it works. So now let's talk about summoner spells. It's obviously Flash and Ignite. There's that. Once again, I'll repeat what you're gonna max. You're gonna max your second skill first, your first skill, then your third skill. This is your main poking tool. This is just your like second poke tool in case it's ever on low on cooldown, and you can initiate quicker with the third skill. But be mindful with the third skill because you could get caught off if you miss it. You can get punished, so and so. So who counters Ornn? Well, he's a tank, because anything that does percentage health damage will kill an Ornn. For example, if Swain builds the Andries, doing that burn damage based on your health, he will chop the health of Ornn, especially throughout the late game when he has so much AP that he will die, especially if he gets kited by Ornn. I mean by Swain, if he has like Rylai's or something for the slow. Same with what's his name? Singe. Same with Singe. If he builds Rylai's and he builds more AP, shredding items, Riftmaker, whatever, he will be able to chip down Ornn, and if he misses his initiation, he can get punished for it. Fiora, wait, let's do Poppy, even though she's not involved. Poppy, second skill, where they cancel dashes, that's also annoying as well, so he can play with that. Fiora, tank shredder, she does a lot of damage, but her ultimate does does health. What? Her ultimate does health, percent true damage. Wait, I think that's her lunge, her first skill. Same with Gwen. Don't forget about Gwen. So who is Ornn good against? Anything that's not able to shred itself off. Like top ADCs, like Vayne, Akshan, Samira will die. Urgot as well, because he's also a tanky. No, wait, we'll call him a bruiser ADC. There we go. Nasus's case, he takes a while to scale up. That means in the early lane while he's farming, Ornn can actually take advantage of that, and he's pretty immobile without that wither. Even if he got withered, he'll put Ornn will put a pillar up behind you, and he can still charge you. That wither's not affected by that third skill. He's still gonna go that fast. And surprisingly, Rammus, interesting. What can Rammus do? I mean, that's debatable. I think it's an equal matchup when it comes to Rammus, even though the numbers don't lie here. That's just statistic wise, you know. Oh yeah, here's the maxing skill order as well. Okay, now let's go quickly to the build. We are saving time. We only have one build for this video. It's a just tank build. So obviously let's start with runes and spells first. So we do grasp, obviously, because that's like a go-to keystone for tanks. And it's perfect for Ornn. It fits well with his kit. He gains more health, and you know, he does more on-hit damage whenever he tries to poke with Grasp of the Undying. Weakness is good when you're initiating with his pillar charge combo, Love. And then bone plating as well. If you're getting poked out, you know, you reduce the damage incoming to you for like a few seconds before that demolish goes away. And then turret demolish, which obviously is that girl for every top laner. For summoner spells, we take Ignite and Flash. I think I mentioned that earlier. For your items, your core is obviously a Sunfire Cape. This is also his core on PC, so I think it will mesh well with his kit. you need to get more health because of your second skill. It's nice to start building off that health so that you can be able to do more damage and actually last a 1v1 in the lane. For your boots, it could once again vary from merc treads to plated steel caps. And for your enchant, I'm gonna say a teleport. He could have a huge impact on the map with teleport if he has his ultimate. So we need to try it out. A lot of people, in other elos, even on my elo, we don't really get teleport. And I was like, why? It's actually a very useful tool. I remember that was so popular when it came out. Now, not many people use it. So I think there was in one match where 2 out of 3 people had teleport, which was game changing, and it's good for objectives. So yep, y'all should get that. The next item is Twin Guard. Twin Guard is very good because of the the temporary armor and magic resist. Which is complementary to his third skill, the charge. He'll do more damage when he does the charge near a wall, pillar, etc. Also, when he's being focused down, he gets so tanky to the point of, being unable to kill, and that's a good point because that's the point of you being a tank. So those are like your 3 items: your boots, your Sunfire, and your Twin Guard. This item in PC, it was also the builds in PC are there's this item called Jaksho, which is pretty much a weaker version of Twin Guard. So that the fact that it's here, it's perfect. And for your last 3 items, it could be situational. You can take Thornmail for more tankiness, Force of Nature for more for against MR, and what's this called? I forgot. Dawnbringer. I forgot the name. Oh my gosh, Dawn Shroud. There we go. Even Shroud's on PC for more damage when you're trying to initiate or immobilize a target. So yeah, that was the Ornn video. I can't believe I did it in 12 minutes. The Wildrift video was so long because I was so slow. But yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this. Ornn is a very basic champion, but he has hard skills to, not hard skills. He takes time to learn with his initiations and stuff, but once you get the hang of it, just like any other tank. That's on period. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, like it. If you don't dislike me, guys, subscribe, notification bell for never upload a new video. Like I said, I'm a VTuber who does wildrift content. Actually, let me go to my channel. So as you can see, I'm on my channel over here. We can see my channel. I do discussions, patch notes, skin reviews, etc. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. It's drcurvy_YT. If I'm not playing wildrift, I'm mostly there. And also Discord. You can join my Discord, links in the description below. And yeah. Also donate to my PayPal/Coffee if you want to support me in the channel in the long run, or you can send a thanks via YouTube, which is cool. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this Ornn video, which took less time, thank goodness. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.